Good morning and welcome to Allotment in the Field, and to anyone who is watching, our friends and family and all the subscribers and all of those who stumbled across this channel. So today we're going to be doing two major things. First of all, we're going to be harvesting hard-neck garlic and soft-neck garlic, and they both now coat the rust, so they are coming out. And the second big job is to clear out the space for the new polytunnel. So the couple of tools I'm going to be using is this kind of Japanese tool, hori knife, and I'll see how the weed removing tool works. And this is all hard neck, and there is some shallots. Let me just show you, there's some shallots here. I'm gonna have a look if there is anything worth sort of picking out here. Other than that, is few celeriac planted, but I've got some brassicas to interplant with that as well, so I'm gonna be doing that very shortly. They're really quite deeply set, these. I don't think I would be able This is not going to be as quick and easy job as I thought it will be. Well, let me just show you. This is the garlic. It's not too bad. I'm happy with that. I bring it back when I finish that bed. Okay, so from one bulb of hardneck garlic, we got decent harvest. We've got as big bulbs as this and as small as this one, and you know, anything in between. So every single clove come up, and I would say that's really good return. I'm very pleased with this actually. Now in that bed I'm going to amend it, and I'm going to plant some very ready Brussels sprouts, and I'm just going to move to the soft neck garlic. Okay, so this is the second bed, and what we've got here is the Provençal garlic, the soft neck garlic, and then we have dill. It always amazes me how good that looks, and some carrots in between. These are small rooted sort of carrots called Paris market, so they are rather tiny little bubbles of a carrot. Well, let me just start harvesting these. I'll take first one out and then I bring you up at the end. Okay, well, the ground here is much softer. Still needs a bit of help. I obviously don't want to damage other plants. Okay, maybe now. Still needs some help. Okay. Well, that is not bad for a garlic. They are not as magnificent as the bulbs I actually split up to harvest them. They're nice. I bring you back when I harvest them all. This is going to be nerve-wracking thing. Well, I've done half of that bed, and so far, I mean, they are very decent garlic heads. This is one of an elephant garlic. It's probably smaller than I would expect it. These are obviously smaller than the ones, the heads are used for planting, but still, that will give us enormous amount of garlic. I haven't finished yet. I'll come back. So I'm gonna leave them for a few days in the greenhouse for a simple reason that it's gonna be drizzling. The last thing they need to dry is being wet and so on. So as you can see here, I've got 4 heads of elephant garlic, and this is the biggest one. Well, let me just put that against my hand. So that's the biggest one. And these are 3 slightly smaller, came from really large cloves. They all divided. I might leave the biggest one to replant next year. What is interesting, these never succumbed to, the elephant garlic did not succumb to the rust. The most sort of rust prone, and the elephant garlic was grown with the Provençal garlic. Well, this coats the rust very early on, and I would say it did have an effect on the heads. They started splitting, they started dividing. They're not as fresh and healthy as the hardneck garlic. There is a start of having rust on these too, but this is just last week. They suffered for quite a few weeks before, so I have a feeling that we definitely have enough garlic to tie us over to the next harvest. I'm just going to go see if I'm going to harvest the shallots, but I want to do some planting. So I still have a sweet corn to come out, and I have some brassicas to plant, and there's some little turnips which I sowed not that long ago. Oh, they also want to come out. So this is the space that Nigel is preparing for the new polytunnel. It's going to be a combination between polytunnel and a greenhouse, one of those polycarbonate jobs. It's in a really nice sunny spot for all these chilies and tomatoes I want to grow. And well, he's been clearing it up. And most of it is just volunteer potatoes and fairly easy weeds to pull out. And I have to say, today the humidity and the heat is absolutely punishing. Well, and that's a little harvest. So I can see pink fir apples there, and I can see some lovely shallots. Ooh, yum yum. I know what we're going to be eating next week. Okay. Look at those Thai berries. I mean, spectacular. They all sort of starting to ripen, and the blackberry is just covered in flowers. We have first raspberries. We've been picking first raspberries. Magic. This is also the bed I planted so sporadically with flowers. Well, now it's looking great. I mean, we did lost all the beautiful dahlias I had in here, but one door's shut, the other one's open, as I say. The cosmos is doing fab, and then the borage. I've overplanted borage this year, but so much borage is taking over all my tomatoes like triffids, and very lucky this year with the broad beans. Well, some of it is basically 6 foot tall. Some sweet peas planted here, 6 foot tall, and you know, we will be picking those beans very, very shortly. Not a black fly on them. There was only one, I think, infected, and we pinched all the tops yesterday, so that looks better. And this is a special message for Bill and Val. Just have a look at the Kent Blue. Yes, it is. I'm going to save some seeds because this is really worth growing. And the Neplos Ultra is going. We're going to give up a few sticks here. And the artichoke behind that is recovering. And we've got some various spring onions behind that. The asparagus is, I think this is very attractive bed. Now we're gonna we did the paths as well, maybe not today because we really set ourselves quite large tasks today, and that's more of the same. And the pongo beans are now happily planted. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 plants out of the 20 seeds. And yeah, some of the sweet corn, I want to remove those rest of these onions and plant the sweet corn to the end and find some more space for them actually. Nigel is returned to duty. This is really he is giving me a bit of a dirty look there. And yesterday I harvested first 3 cucumbers. Let's have a look at these guys. There's one here, there is one further down there. Quite loads and loads setting. Everywhere. I mean, they all just covered in flowers. So look, I don't know if you can see, if you look at those cukes on that frame, I think they love it. So what I've planted behind the cucumbers are the sunflowers and also some marigolds. So we've changed slightly use of this bed. There is still some lemon balm here, rosemary, and we still have some thyme right here at the edge. So this arch has been actually a good idea. Just to point out, these are the kind of native looking verbascums, yellow ones. They start flowering now, and these are the more sort of gardeners cultivated ones which are just finishing. And you know, as always, something is feasting on them, which we're happy for them to do so. So that's dual purpose of this patch. We have some sacrificial plants. As I said, the borage became absolutely overwhelming. I mean, there's so many bees on these, and tomatoes are setting already on these plants. But the borage, phew, what can I say? Before I get on with my work, I mean, I'm removing the daisies as we go along. I took yesterday 2 massive buckets, ripped everything out, and I give a couple of days and I rip another lot. Now, what I'm really, really pleased about All these tomatoes are waiting for the polytunnel. There's more tomatoes waiting polytunnel on the back. This polytunnel has been tidied up and now it's all full of supported tomatoes, and I pinched everything because they were going slightly wild. You really have to be careful with them because they have completely no respect for the gardener. So that's that. As I said, more tomatoes. The peas are, we're going to be harvesting those within days. Gosh, we're going to be eating nothing but veg. And these are the sweet horizon I planted. There's some more peas coming along nicely, kales. But I have to say, again, thank you Bill and Val for the tip with the marigolds. These are the very tall marigolds. What are they called? Crackerjack. Oh, they are fantastic. They really are fantastic. They are planted here amongst the runner beans. The runner beans are happy as Larry. These guys are holding their own. Look at those flowers. Wow. What can I say? So yes, I'm quite pleased about that. Still lots of things waiting to be planted. There's not enough hours in a day, so I better get on. God, we're knackered. It's just nothing to breathe. This is definitely, we had some rain early in the morning, just like, 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there, but we definitely do something because it's just impossible. It's not even that hot, it's just completely humid. Now, I've harvested all the garlic and half a bed of shallots, and I will, the shallots are different sizes. I might take a few pictures and just attach and show you what they look like. I've planted some cabbages and some Brussels sprouts in that space, amended the soil with bloodfish and bone because I had just no energy to put the compost on. Some purple top turnips I've interplanted with the dill because by the time they get into any size, all in that bed will be gone, so they will have the bed for themselves. Nigel almost cleared up that. Have you finished? No. Almost finished that space for the big 4x3 polytunnel, and hopefully we will get the polytunnel on Wednesday. That's when we've been advised is due. And what else, honey bunny? I don't know. We just basically struggle a little bit to survive today. I think that's all there is to it. But there's actually it's okay. I've got still to report about 5 God knows, pumpkin courgettes, something which needs to be potted on in a big pot. And but I can survive till tomorrow morning. And sweet corn desperate to come out, and repotting of the melons, and then we'll have a little breather, I think, and then we're expecting in a couple of weeks the connection to water.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for if you subscribe, or if you would like to see us again, consider that. If not, then no.
Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.